Hello everyone, in this video we will do exercise 2.2 chapter 2 polynomials class 10. So let's start. Question number 1, find the zeros of the following polynomials and verify the relationship between the zeros and coefficients. So हमें क्या करना है, सबसे पहले zeros means roots solutions निकालने हैं given polynomial के, then उन zeros का relationship निकालना है किनके साथ, coefficients के साथ. जो वेरिएबल के कोफिशिएंट्स होंगे उनके साथ जीरोज का रिलेशनशिप हमें देखना है, क्या रिलेशन है उनके बीच में. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट. पार्ट 1 वी हैव गिवन पोलिनोमियल एज एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस 2x माइनस 8. सो सॉल्यूशन, लेट पी एक्स इक्वल्स टू एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस 2x माइनस 8. So here we have a polynomial in variable x, that is quadratic polynomial x square minus 2x minus 8, as the highest power of the variable is 2. So this is quadratic polynomial. So now we will solve this quadratic polynomial by midterm splitting method. That is we will divide this b, that is middle term, into two numbers such that sum of those two numbers becomes b and product of those two number becomes a into c. So we will do this process. So here we have minus 2. So we will break this minus 2 into two numbers such that their sum become minus 2 and their product becomes a and c, that is a is here 1 and c is minus 8, so minus 8, their product become minus 8. So here we have two numbers such that minus of 4 and plus of 2. So we can write it as minus 2 as minus 4 plus 2. So minus 4x plus 2x become minus 2x, and after multiplying minus 4 into plus 2 become minus 8. So we have two numbers minus 4 and plus 2. So now take x as common from first these two terms, so it will become x minus 4 and plus 2 into x minus 4. So in the next you can take x minus 4 as common, so x minus 4 into x plus 2. So these are the factors of given polynomial px. So now for zeros of polynomial px, put px equals to 0, that is x minus 4 into x plus 2 equals to 0. Now the product of two factors is 0, implies either x minus 4 equals to 0 or x plus 2 equals to 0. So this will be x equals to 4 and this will be x equals to minus 2. Now we have two zeros as x equals to 4 and x equals to minus 2. So these are the zeros of the given polynomial as 4 and minus 2. So now the relationship. So now we can say the relationship between zeros and coefficients. So first sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta. We can say first 0 as alpha and second 0 as beta. So sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta, it will be 4 plus minus of 2, and this will become 4 minus 2, and this will be plus 2. So we have plus 2, but in the given relation we don't have plus 2 in any term. So we can write this 2 as minus of minus 2. We can write it as minus of minus 2, as we know that whenever we open the bracket it will become positive. So minus of minus 2 we can write. So upon 1 we can write. So you can see here minus, and this minus 2 is present here. So this is b. As we know, the coefficient of x square is a, coefficient of x is b, and the constant term is c. So this is b. So minus 2 is b. So we can write it as minus of b upon 1, and 1 we can see here x square's coefficient is 1. So this is a. So minus b by a. So you can see minus of b, that is coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. So this is the relationship between the zeros and coefficients, and product of zeros, that is alpha into beta. So you can see 4 into minus 2, this will become minus 8, and we here directly as minus 8 in the given polynomial, that is c. So we can write this minus 8 as minus 8 by 1, that is c by a we can write, and c is the constant term. So this is constant term upon a is coefficient of x square, so coefficient of x square. This is all about question number 1. The next part we have 4s square minus 4s plus 1. So let ps equals to 4s square minus 4s plus 1. So now we have two methods. हमारे पास दो मेथड है इस गिवन पोलिनोमियल को फैक्टराइज करने के लिए. फर्स्ट वन इज मिड टर्म स्प्लिटिंग मेथड and second is by using identity. You can see here 4s square minus 4s plus 1. You can write 4s square as 2s whole square minus 2 into, and this 1 can be written as 1 square plus, so this 4s can be written as 2 into 2s into 1. So you can see a square plus b square minus 2ab. So this is a minus b whole square. You can write here by using, or you can say as a square minus 2ab plus b square equals to a minus b whole square. So this can be written as a minus b whole square, so 2s minus 1 whole square. So as power is 2, so this can be written as 2s minus 1, 2s minus 1. So this is another method. So 2s minus 1, 2s minus 1. So now for zeros of polynomial ps, put ps equals to 0, that is 2s minus 1, 2s minus 1 equals to 0, implies either 2s minus 1 equals to 0 or 2s minus 1 equals to 0. So here we will have 2s equals to 1 and s will be 1 by 2. Similarly here 2s equals to 1 and s will be 1 by 2. So these are the zeros, means equal roots, equal zeros of the given polynomial 4s square minus 4s plus 1. So now the relationship between zeros and coefficients. So sum of zeros. First relation is sum of zeros, that is we can say alpha plus beta. Here both the zeros are same or equal, we can say. So sum of zeros will be 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. This will become 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 become 1, or we can say 2 by 2. So this will be 1. Okay, so now you can see in the given polynomial we have minus 4, but we have to make minus b by a. So we can multiply 1 by minus 4 and this will become minus 4 and 4. So or we can say this can be written as like this. As you can see, I wrote minus of minus 4 upon 4. So this 4 will be cancelled and minus will become plus. So this will be whole value will be plus 1. So this can be written as minus of minus 4 upon plus 4. So minus of, you can see minus of 4 is here b. So this is b and this plus 4 is a. So this is a, and this you can write it as minus of coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. So this is sum of zeros now, and we can say in product of zeros, that is alpha beta. So here it is 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. This will become 1 by 4. So directly we have 1, as you can see from the polynomial, 1 is c and 4 is a. So we can write it as c by a, and here c is constant term. So this is constant term, and the a is coefficient of x square. So this is all about part number 2. So pause the video and note it down. In the next part we have given as polynomial 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. So let px equals to 6x square minus 7x minus 3. So arrange the terms in the decreasing order of power of variable x. So this will become 6x square minus 7x minus 3. As you know, polynomial in the standard format is ax square plus bx plus c. So arrange the terms in this order. So now factorize the given polynomial. So you can see here we can use midterm splitting method. So here middle term is minus 7, so break b into such numbers such that their sum becomes equals to b and product of those two numbers become equals to a and c. This is the midterm splitting method. So here you can see we have b, so split b, that is minus 7, into two numbers such that their sum become minus 7 and their product become a into c. A here is a 6 and c is minus 3, so 6 into minus 3 become minus 18. So we have to find two such numbers such that their sum become minus 7 and their product become minus 18. So we have two numbers as minus 9x plus 2x. So minus 9 plus 2 become minus 7 and minus 9 into 2 become minus 18. So these are the two required numbers. So now you can take 3x as common from these two terms, first two terms. So 3x into this will remain 2x and minus 3, plus we can take 1 as common from these two terms, so this will remain 2x minus 3. So now take 2x minus 3 as common factor from whole polynomial and this will be 3x plus 1. So now for zeros of polynomial, put px equals to 0. So that is 2x minus 3 into 3x plus 1 equals to 0, implies either 2x minus 3 equals to 0 or 3x plus 1 equals to 0. So here 2x equals to 3 and x will be 3 upon 2. So we have x as 3 upon 2 and here 3x equals to minus 1 and x will be minus 1 by 3. So these are the zeros of the polynomial 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. So now we have to find the relationship. So now relationship between zeros and coefficients, that is first one is sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta. So we have alpha as 3 by 2, so 3 by 2 plus beta, that is minus 1 by 3. This will become 3 by 2 upon into minus of 1 by 3. So now take LCM. You can see here LCM of 2 and 3 becomes 6. So 2 3 is 6, 2 3 is 6, 3 3 is 9. So this will become 9 minus 3 2 is 6 and 2 1 is 2. So this will be 2. So now 9 minus 2 becomes 7. So this is 7 upon 6. So you can see this 7 by 6 can be written as minus of minus 7 and 6 will remain same. Why I am writing this? As we are finding the relationship between zeros and coefficients. So minus of minus 7 will become plus 7 and 6 will remain same. So here you can see minus 7 in the given polynomial as b. Minus 7 is b and 6 is a. So we can write minus of minus 7 as b and 6 is a. So minus b by a and minus b, that is minus b is coefficient of coefficient, we can say coefficient of x upon a is coefficient of x square, now, or you can say and product of zeros, that is alpha beta. So this will become 3 by 2 into minus of 1 by 3. So minus plus become minus, 3 into 1 become 3 and 3 to just 6. So we can cancel, but keep multiplying first. Do multiply first, then we will check the relationship between zeros. So you can see minus and minus 3 upon 6. So from given polynomial you can see minus 3 is c and 6 is a. So minus 3 is c and 6 is a. So c is constant term and a is coefficient of x square. So this is all about the part number 3. So pause the video and note it down. In the next part we have given as 4u square plus 8u. So let polynomial pu equals to 4u square plus 8u. So now here you can see 4u can be taken as common. So 4u can be taken as common. So here it will be u and here it will be 2. So 4u into u plus 2. So for zeros of polynomial put pu equals to 0. So therefore, or you can say that is for u into u plus 2 equals to 0. As you can see, as 4 can't be 0, here 4 into u plus 2 is 0. So product of these three terms is 0, but 4 can't be 0. So as you can say 4 is not equal to 0, implies either u equals to 0 or u plus 2 equals to 0. So here u will be minus 2 and here u is 0. We have two zeros as 0 and minus 2. So these are the zeros of the given polynomial. Now the relationship between zeros and coefficients. So that is, first one is sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta. So here alpha is 0, so 0 plus beta is minus 2. So this will become 0 minus 2 becomes minus 2. So you can see we can make this as, we can multiply it by, or we can say minus 2 into 4 by 4. We can write it as, so this will become minus 8 by 4. And from the given polynomial you can see 8 is b. There is no minus 8 but 8. So we can write minus of, and 8 is b, so this is b, and 4 you can see as a, so minus b by a. And this is minus of, you can say coefficient of u upon coefficient of u square, and product of 0 will be product of zeros, that is alpha into beta, will be 0 into minus 2. So this will be 0. 0 into minus 2 becomes 0. So as we don't have c, that is constant term, so we can write it as 0 into 4 by 4. We can write, so this will be 0 upon 4. So we don't have constant terms, so that's why here c is 0. So we can write it as c as 0, so c, and 4 is a, so c is constant term, so constant term we don't have, so constant term upon a is coefficient of u square. So this is all about part number 4. So pause the video and note it down. In the next part we have given polynomial as t square minus 15. So let pt equals to t square minus 15, and t square minus 15 can be written as root 15 whole square. So you can use a square minus b square. You can use a square minus b square, that is a plus b and a minus b. So this will become t plus under root 15 and t minus under root 15. So these are the two factors of given polynomial. Now for zeros of polynomial pt, put pt equals to 0, that is t plus under root 15 into t minus under root 15 equals to 0, implies either t plus under root 15 equals to 0 or t minus under root 15 equals to 0. So here t will be minus of under root 15 and here t will be under root of 15. So we have two roots as minus root 15 and plus root 15. So now find the relationship between these zeros and coefficients. So for relationship, or we can say now relationship between zeros and coefficients of polynomial. So that is sum of 0, we can say sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta, and here alpha is minus root 15, so this will be minus root 15, and beta is root 15, so plus root 15. So minus root 15 plus root 15 becomes 0. And you can see as there's no terms containing t, so b is already 0. B made the middle term 0, so b is 0, or we can say, we can write it as 0 into 1 upon 1. So this will be 0 by 1, we can say. So here we have b as 0, so we can write it as minus of 0. There's no effect on 0, as minus 0 and plus 0 becomes 0. So minus of minus 0 we can say. So minus 0 upon 1, this will be minus of b by a, and minus b, that is constant coefficient of minus b, so minus of coefficient of t upon coefficient of t square. As you can see, coefficient of t square is 1, so I wrote as minus 0 by 1. So coefficient of t as 1 and coefficient of t is 0, so minus b by a, that is minus of coefficient of t upon coefficient of t square. So now product of zeros will be alpha beta, that is minus of under root 15 into plus root 15. So this will be plus minus become minus, and root 15 into root 15 become root 15 square. So this square root will be cancelled, and this will be minus 15, and this minus 15 can be written as minus 15 upon 1. And you can see from the given polynomial minus 15 as c. So this is c upon a, we can write it as, and c is the constant term. So this is constant term upon coefficient of t square. So this is all about part number 5. So pause the video and note it down. In the next part, we have given polynomial as 3x square minus x minus 4. So let px equals to 3x square minus x minus 4. So now by using midterm splitting method, we need to find two such numbers such that their sum become minus 1 and their product become minus 12. So you can say b equals to 2 numbers such that their sum become b equals to b and their product becomes equals to a into c. So we need to find two such numbers. So here b is minus 1, so we need to find two numbers such that their sum become minus 1 and their product become minus 12. So we have two such numbers as minus 4 and plus 3. So minus 4 and plus 3, so this will become minus 4x plus 3x and minus 4. So take x as common from first these two terms. So here x as common factor, so this will be 3x minus 4, and here we can take 1 as common, so 3x minus 4. So now take 3x minus 4 as common, and this will remain x plus 1. So now for zeros of polynomial px, put px equals to 0. So that is 3x minus 4 into x plus 1 equals to 0. So implies either 3x minus 4 equals to 0 or x plus 1 equals to 0. So 3x equals to 4 and x will be 4 by 3, and here x equals to minus 1. We have two zeros as 4 by 3 and minus 1. So now the relationship between zeros and coefficients of polynomial. So that is sum of 0. So sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta, equals to alpha we have as 4 by 3 and beta as minus of 1. So this will be plus minus 1 become minus 1. So take the LCM. So this will become 3 and 4 minus 3. So this will be 1 by 3. So this 1 by 3 can be written as minus of minus 1 by 3. You can see minus of minus 1 become plus 1 upon 3. So minus, and this minus 1 you can see here as b. So this is b and this 3 as a. So minus b by a. You can write minus b by a. So minus of b, that is coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. So this is sum of zeros, and now product of zeros. So and product of zeros alpha beta. So alpha into beta becomes 4 by 3 into minus 1. So this will be minus 4 by 3. This will be minus 4 by 3. So directly we have minus 4 as, you can see, C, and A as 3. So we can write it as C by A, and C is constant term. So this is constant term upon A is coefficient of x square. So this is all about part number 6. So pause the video and note it down. In the next question we have, find a quadratic polynomial each with the given numbers as sum and product of its zeros respectively. So we have given sum and product of zeros. So 1 by 4 is the sum of zeros and minus 1 is the product of zeros. So in the solution we can write, we have given sum of zeros as alpha plus beta equals to 1 by 4 and product of zeros alpha beta equals to minus 1. So now the required quadratic polynomial will be, so now quadratic polynomial, that is x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of zeros. So this is the relationship, or we can write it as x square minus, so alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. So x square minus alpha plus beta we have as 1 by 4, so write it as 1 by 4 of x plus alpha beta as minus 1, so minus 1. So in the next step we can write it as 1 by 4 of x plus minus become minus 1. So now take LCM. The polynomial will be as 4x square minus x minus 4. So this is the required polynomial. So this is the required polynomial Px. So this is all about how to form a quadratic polynomial when the sum of zeros and product of zeros are given. So pause the video and note it down. In the next part we have given has sum of zeros as root 2 and product of zeros as 1 by 3. So we can write in the solution, we have given sum of zeros alpha plus beta equals to root 2 and product of zeros alpha beta equals to 1 by 3. So now the quadratic polynomial will be Px equals to x square minus sum of zeros, that is we can write directly as alpha plus beta into x, and plus product of zeros, that is alpha beta. So x square minus alpha plus beta, that is root 2. So this will be root 2 x plus alpha beta we have as 1 by 3, so 1 by 3. So now take LCM, this will become 3x square minus this will become 3 root 2x, and this will be plus 1 by 3. In the next step we need not to write the denominator, as when we equate this equal to 0, this 3 will be transposed to the right hand side and become 0. So no need to write the denominator. So the required polynomial will be 3x square minus 3 under root 2x plus 1. So this is the required polynomial, 3x square minus 3 under root 2x plus 1. So pause the video and note it down. So in the next part we have given as sum of zeros alpha plus beta as 0 and the product of zeros as alpha beta, that is root 5. So now the quadratic polynomial will be Px equals to x square minus sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta into x plus product of zeros, that is alpha beta. So now put the values, x square minus sum of zeros we have given as 0, so 0 into x plus alpha beta, that is root 5. So this will be x square minus 0 into x becomes 0, so x square minus 0 plus root 5. So this will be x square plus root 5. This is the required polynomial Px. So this is all about the required polynomial Px. So this is part number 3. You can pause the video and note it down. In the next part we have given as sum of zeros as 1 and product of 0 as 1. So we can write, we have given sum of zeros as alpha plus beta equals to 1 and product of zeros alpha beta equals to 1. So now the quadratic polynomial will be Px equals to x square minus sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. So put the values of alpha plus beta, that is 1, so 1 into x plus alpha beta is 1. So this will be x square minus x plus 1. So this is the required polynomial. So you can pause the video and note it down. The next part we have given as sum of zeros as minus 1 by 4 and product of 0 as 1 by 4. So we can write, we have given sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta equals to minus 1 by 4 and product of zeros as alpha beta equals to 1 by 4. Now the quadratic polynomial will be px equals to x square minus alpha plus beta into x, that is sum of zeros into x, plus product of zeros, that is alpha into beta. So after putting the values in the relationship, we will get x square minus of minus 1 by 4x plus 1 by 4. So this will be x square and this will become plus 1 by 4 of x, and this will be plus 1 by 4. So now take the LCM, and this will be 4, and here it will be 4x square plus x plus 1. So after taking the LCM, and this will become 4x square plus x plus 1. So this is the required polynomial. We need not to write the denominator as 4. As you know, for when we will find the zeros of the polynomial, we will put px equals to 0. So this 4 will be transposed to the right hand side and become 0. So there is no need to write the denominator after taking LCM. So 4x square plus 4x square plus x plus 1 will be the required polynomial px. So this is all about part number 5. So now the next part is part number 6, in which we have given as sum of zeros as 4 and product of zeros as 1. So we can write, we have given sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta, as 4 and product of zeros alpha beta as 1. So now the quadratic polynomial will be px equals to x square minus sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta, into x plus product of zeros, that is alpha beta. So put all the values, that is alpha plus beta as 4 and alpha beta as 1. So this is the required polynomial px, x square minus 4x plus 1. So this is all about exercise 2.2. So if you learn from this video, you can subscribe my channel and share this video as much as you can. So thanks for watching.